$90 for all
What a value.
genuine gems. And this one we do have available in a variety of different gemstone colors. So we're showing you here the inside out of that gorgeous, deep, really beautiful amethyst. Then we're also going to be featuring this in the brightest, most beautiful citrine. And these are brand new, I believe, on the day. We have garnet. We have your topaz. And we also have it in that classic. These are the most popular of the colored gemstones, peridot. So all those choices are available at $69.90 with 4 or 5 flex pays.
You know what I'd like to do is I'd like to just position these where you can see each color up close, one at a time. That way you could pick your favorite one. This is the first time I've ever seen us produce an inside-outside earring where you have got east, west, north, south set gemstones throughout the earring. It's such an unusual look because you've got a marquee that's east-west set right underneath the very first gemstone, which is a pear shape. So you have, number one, a variety of different gemstone shapes that make up this inside-outside hoop earring. Is that spectacular?
Look at the saturation of color in all of these, too.
You know that these are definitely fine imported gems that are not just from one continent.
No.
I mean, we've got everything from Brazilian gems to Mozambique garnets. We've got peridot from China, which is really where the wealthiest mines for color, hue, and saturation come from.
Premier mines
China.
there.
I mean, for peridot, that is, anyway. And then the marquee, the blue topaz, oh my gosh. Look at the way these come across. Now, for $69.90, first of all, you cannot find Technibond in any jewelry store. It's an exclusive brand to you from HSN, number one. Number two, you will not find these silhouettes elsewhere. We take pride in working with the jewelers at these different facilities and manufacturing firms to come up with new things that you don't see, you know, in magazines, that you don't see coming and going. And they did a great job with this earring. And, you know, it's funny, a couple of years back, I was with our jewelry team at JCK, which is the Jeweler Circular Keystone big event, which is in Las Vegas. Every jeweler who's anybody from anywhere was there. From Switzerland to, you know, China, India, every continent of the world.
It takes days
Israel,
to go through.
Turkey, unbelievable.
Days. And you don't even cover the whole thing.
And there are like 4 or 5 manufacturers who know and who we rely on heavily for developing new style and designs for us in Technibond. They have done the most magnificent job. And I will tell you that they have done an outrageous job at bringing this earring to a whole new level, because we've all seen inside, outside gemstone, crystal, diamond, you know, earrings.